Jake's POV. Suma and I, as well as a new main captain that travelled here with Suma, were waiting outside of the council room to give our answers to their requests yesterday. None of us knew how they would react, so tensions were pretty high. On several occasions I started imagining all of the worst case scenarios, and how if it came to a fight, what I might do, but each time I reassured myself that wouldn't happen. In reality, I couldn't even be sure I was the one who was nervous. Lately my mental connection to Suma was getting stronger, and so I could sense her feeling more easily, especially if they were strong ones. Most likely I was feeling some combination of both of our anxieties, which really wasn't helping. A small blue Nume flew out and, without landing, said, "We're ready for you, follow me." The other flew after her, and I kinda had to jog behind them to keep up. After settling into our places, them perched on poles and me standing beside Suma again, the council member who we had been interacting with so far spoke up. "Have you reached your decision regarding our offer?" Suma was the one who answered. "We have, and we cannot accept it. Our apologies." "And may the council inquire as to why not? If it is a simple matter, we should be able to make accommodations." "We simply do not believe that we are as of yet ready to work with the council and the corp majors. However, we will reconsider your offer in the future, if it is still available at that time." The council members' eyes all started glowing and then suddenly stopped. "And what of your familiar sentinel? Do you agree with your master's decision?" I glanced over at Suma and the captain, who both looked shocked. Suma's feathers were even puffed slightly. "I do." All of their eyes started glowing again, and did not stop for at least a full minute. Not one sound was made in that time, but eventually they did speak. "That is a shame. Our offer will remain open to you for the foreseeable future, and should you reconsider, please contact us and we will welcome you both." Suma and the captain bowed deeply, and Suma said, "Thank you for the offer, and your understanding." With that, we were dismissed, and escorted back into the hallway. "Wait here for a moment," the Nume who was leading us said, and landed on the ground. She turned to us. The others landed beside her, and I eventually caught up. Why does everyone have to fly so fast? I thought, annoyed. "Her Majesty, Queen Ompera, has requested your presence in 1 hour, in Her Majesty's royal chambers," the guide said. "Her Majesty's chambers? But why?" Suma asked. "She wishes to speak with you about Sentinel and your future in the army." The guide turned to the captain who was with us. "My apologies, but she has only extended this offer to Lady Suma and Sir Sentinel." The captain seemed bothered, but didn't say anything about it. Over our private connection, Suma asked, "What do you think, Jake?" "I think I'm not dressed to meet royalty, but we might be better off accepting." "We accept the Queen's invitation," Suma said to the Nume. "Excellent. Captain Razuin, I will have someone else escort you out. Lady Suma, Sir Sentinel, please follow me to a waiting area, so that we may discuss royal etiquette." The guide motioned to a nearby Nume, who was perched on a metal pole, and the captain and Nume flew off. I'm no expert, but I was pretty sure he was unhappy. "Maybe you should just fly ahead and summon me when you get there," I suggested, not wanting to try and chase after them anymore. "All right, we will wait for the guard to return to stay with you, and then we will fly ahead," the guide said. A few minutes passed, and the guard returned. They flew away, and eventually I was summoned. When I woke up, I was standing in a large auditorium-like room. There were wooden pillars along the walls, and each of them was made of what looked like whole trees that had been twisted together like a loose braid. Along the outer edges of the pillars were bright, multicolored flowers, some of which had different red, orange, and purple fruits. "Nice place," I said, looking around. "Queen Ompera will arrive shortly. Let me explain proper meeting protocols," the guy said. She was perched on a bar near the center of the room. "Firstly, the Queen will enter the room from the left of our current position and will settle there." She pointed to a large hole on the wall, that I assumed led outside, and then motioned to a vertical post made of polished metal. At the top of the post were several tangled vines, making a kind of nest-shaped area. "Before this happens, we will signal you to bow. Sentinel, do your people have a concept for this act?" "Yes, I come from a country with a queen as well, Queen Elizabeth II. "Can you please demonstrate your people's bow to your queen?" I bowed my head in a traditional way. I suppose that will be fine, but is there anything else you could do? I do not wish for anyone to claim that you are being rude to Her Majesty, the guide asked. Well, hundreds of years ago we would get down on one knee, but that fell out of fashion, I explained, and then demonstrated the bow. I am sorry to ask, but would you mind doing that one? It is much closer to the one our people use, and I feel it will go over better with her ministers in attendance. I don't mind. I want to be respectful too, I said, standing back up. Thank you, Sentinel. Moving on, once the Queen has taken her place, she will allow you to rise and introduce herself formally. After she does that, you will do the same, and your meeting will formally begin. She will explain why she has invited you here, and she may even drop the formalities at that point. From there, simply respond in a respectful and appropriate way. Once she has finished, she will dismiss you, and we will guide you out. Do you have any questions? Sentinel was curious if he was dressed in appropriate garments to meet with the Queen, Suma said, and I snorted. I doubt she was making a joke, but I still had to stop myself from laughing. What he is wearing is perfectly suitable, but if he wishes to change, I believe he has plenty of time. I think I'll be fine, I said, still trying not to laugh. We spent the next hour talking about Queen Ompera with the guide, and several Nume brought us seeds with pots of dirt in case we wanted food. Once the hour was up, it was time to meet the Queen.